God's protective and pursuing love. Hagar, the God who sees. Genesis 16:13. Hagar gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me and stayed alive. God visits the wilderness of the outcast. He does not ignore our pain. He is the one who finds us in our most isolated moments and speaks our name. God is watching over me. Even when I feel invisible to the world, I am fully seen and preserved by my Creator. Moses, a calling greater than failure. Exodus 3:4. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses, and Moses said, Here I am. A grave mistake like Moses' act of violence cannot cancel God's purpose. God protected Moses during 40 years of exile, not to leave him there, but to repurpose him as a deliverer. My past does not define my calling. God collects the broken pieces of my history to build a story of redemption. The prodigal son, the father who runs, Luke 15:20. So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him and kissed him. God does not just wait for us to return, he runs toward us. His heart's desire is not to demand an apology, but to restore our identity with a robe and a ring. I'm invited to the Father's table. No matter how far I have wandered, my Father welcomes me with joy and restores my dignity. The unified prayer to the God of protection and restoration. Heavenly Father, I thank you that you are the God who pursues the wanderer. Thank you for being the God who sees me, just as you saw Hagar in her desperation. When I feel cast out or alone, remind me that I am never out of your sight. I praise you that my failures are not the end of my story. Just as you protected Moses in his exile and called him by name from the burning bush, I ask that you would transform my past mistakes into a platform for your glory. Let your mark of grace be upon me, shielding me from the accusations of the enemy. Like the prodigal son, I am humbled by a love that runs to meet me. Thank you for not waiting for me to become perfect before you embrace me. Thank you for the sacrifice of your Son, Jesus, who paid the debt of all Cains and prodigals, paving the road for us to come home. I step into this day not as a fugitive or a slave to my past, but as a protected and beloved child. Lead my feet away from the desert of regret and into the celebration of your presence.